Hello, and this is a commentary I'm going to do over my two flawless back-to-back S&D games with my M60, which I thought I would try out. But I'm not here to talk about the gameplay, even though it is quite good for the gun I wouldn't normally use. I'm here to talk about a website called Gamebattles, which many of you may have heard. And first I'm going to talk about what Gamebattles really is. Well, Gamebattles is an online community of gaming where you and your friends can play against other people. This may include you on your own in singles, meaning 1v1, over various games, various game types, and with various settings, which I will tell you about later. You can also do doubles, which is another ladder, in 2v2, so you and a friend takes on another guy and his friend. And there's also the last one is a team ladder. This team ladder consists of a minimum team of 4, but you are able to play 3v3. Look at that guy there in the corner. Oh, and I've done him as well. Not sure if I got the defuse done. Oh, yes, I think I did. Back to this. You have to make a minimum of 4 people in a team, but you can play 3v3. I currently do not have a doubles or team, but really would like to get into a Call of Duty team or find a good friendly partner to play with in doubles. So if you're interested in that, you could send me a message or add me on Xbox. Not too bothered. But now I'm going to talk to you about the settings and the rules of Gamebattles. I mean, in singles, you can play, I think, random map 10, which is any map, any game mode against the other guy. You can play any of the game modes that you choose to play, or you can play Rust with all game modes. So it's Rust, all the maps are Rust. That's the 3 or that's the 5, whichever you choose. And then there's a series of different game types that it will generate from on random. That is also very fun, but it's a very hard game types to do, so it's all about gun skills. And a lot of it is down to spawn trapping, but that is only applicable on 1v1s. So unfortunately 2v2s and team games cannot be played on that. Also the singles, there are singles, doubles and team all have basically the same rules, except not too sure really. They're all basically the same rules, but the games to play are very differently depending on how many people are in your team or how you play. But there are many different rules you can choose from in the type of ladder you're playing, which is if you choose to have equipment like claymores, C4s, you could choose to have them disabled, so it would be illegal to use that equipment. You can also there are also 1 or 2 perks that you may not be allowed to use. You may have to set an option to disable or enable depending on your type of game style. And which I think is quite a nice rule. I mean, you can't just have two people who disagree on the rules, so you have to accept games against other clans, or they accept all games so they both agree on the rules. Because you get a lot of a thing called disputing, which is where one team may lose and lie and say they won a game, which helps if you can record or have proof of a game in any way, just in case a team does dispute, because I have run across teams who have done that. Look at that guy in the open there. I mean, there are four different types of ladders within the singles, doubles, and team. One of them is America, the North American ladder. The second one is the Europe ladder, the EU ladder. Third one is the South Asian ladder, and the last one is the Australian ladder. And you select which ladder you play on depending on where you live, and you cannot play you cannot be English and play in the North American ladder. I don't think you can. This is now onto the second game. As you saw, it flawless in the first turn, 7 kills and no deaths. Here is the second game, where you'll have to find out what score I get there.
Bomb acquired.
Still using the M60. Very powerful gun there. But I have no experience on the Black Ops side of Gamebattles. Modern Warfare 2 though, I definitely got stuck into and really enjoy that. Also, if you are looking for teams and other people to play with on Gamebattles, also you could sign in. You have to make an account, obviously, to play the games, to register.
Good job, team.
But you can go onto the forums, and there are you select your game that you play, and you can go into recruiting and free agent forums. Free agents are people who are willing to play with anyone within their ladder. So you can find people that way. A lot of people in there are normally people from the Americans trying to recruit. So it's quite good, as it does take a lot of teamwork and it does take a lot of skill as well to win games, as teams that are at the very top are very organised and practice a hell of a lot, so you don't want to be going into a match with no practice whatsoever, as you could be getting your ass kicked, and you really wouldn't want that. Nice little plant and defend on there to win that round. I think the last thing though, I think I'll talk to you about Gamebattles is really to enjoy it, as it is very fun, but it also is very competitive, as people do start to argue sometimes if they feel that you was a bit camping or anything. But if you camp, that's your choice, and you should play how you want to play, not how they think you should play. But yeah, I thought this guy would come back again, so I killed him. And then he left, which made me laugh. But yeah, you should play how you want to play. You shouldn't be bullied by other people just because they're losing or they get annoyed by how you're playing. But I used to be with a doubles partner with a guy you might have seen on YouTube, IXDomCXI. I mean, I used to have some good games could last with him, but I wasn't sure if this guy was diffusing. But he started college and he got a job as well part time, and he hasn't been able to keep doing game battles, as he'd rather just play for fun in public matches. But I think it is best kind of to stick in the competitive if you think, oh, I'm quite good, but I find the public games a bit boring now and want to find something else. So I definitely recommend game battles. As it is very good and very fun. I'm going to stop the commentary here, but I hope you enjoy the rest of the gameplay, as there is only one round left. Thank you, and please subscribe.
Search and destroy. Defend the objective. Complete the mission. You're the only one left. SR-71 ready for deployment.